I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What's happening? What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 203 of the SZN Podcast. I'm your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as you know, guys, before I kick off the episode, please, my usual housekeeping message, I want you to head over to our Instagram page, which is SZN Podcast, our Twitter pages, well, it's now X, but yeah, SZN Pod. And yeah, we're available on all good streaming platforms, guys. So please hit the URL in both of those channels there, and that will take directly to where we're situated at streaming-wise. So give us a follow, leave us a review, leave us some gold stars, all that, please, guys. We appreciate it. Flowz, how are you this fine evening?
I'm good, bro. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good as well. So this week, Flowz, we kind of had two cards that sort of occurred on the weekend. One concerning the major player, the other card concerning more of an up-and-comer. As always, Flowz, what direction do you want to take us today?
Let's start at home. Let's start at home.
Okay. So Johnny Fisher, Alan Babic card, yeah?
Yeah, let's get that.
I mean, I don't think there's too much to say for this one, Flowz, because I mean, we both predicted Johnny Fisher to come away with the W. But I don't know if I saw it happening in one round. Personally, for me, talking about myself, bro. I don't know if I saw it happen in the round, maybe 3 or 4, one round. I think Fisher threw a total of 5 punches, bro.
Yep.
Before he knew that, he had Alan Babic in dire straits. In fact, from the very first punch Fisher landed, Babic's legs looked funny to me. I think Alan Babic is shot to pieces, bro.
Yeah.
Punch resistance. I don't know, Flowz, if this is a result of his fighting style. We know his fighting style in terms of he takes a lot of shots, takes a lot of punishments. Well, no, not even takes a lot of punishment, but because he's so aggressive, Flowz, and because he's like a whirlwind, he leaves himself open to also getting hit. And we've seen him in real scraps. And we always used to say, Flowz, that we like watching him because it's a war of attrition. He eventually gets to you, but I'm pretty sure all those years ago, Flowz, we said that. I said it as well. I said that in the future, this guy's brain's gonna be cooked because he's in these kind of fights. He needs to start boxing actually. But I think, Flowz, I really think we might be seeing the result of that because I kid you not, bro. I think from the first telling punch Fisher landed, to me, Babic's legs look gone.
Yeah.
And then he goes on to land a couple more of those telling punches, and that's what we saw. Peak.
Yeah, man. I have to agree with you. I'll be so real. I think this is a case of taking too much shots, too much. Like you say, not even punishment, but he doesn't have any defense. He's never cared for it.
Yeah.
He's always gone in head first, swinging, relishing it almost, relishing the exchanges and going fire for fire and just applying pressure. And look, while it was against less opposition, he was getting caught by less opposition and getting caught too frequently over time. We start to see
heavyweights as well.
Heavyweights, so-called granite chins get broken down.
Facts.
And it's not even that he's been renowned for having a granite chin.
Never.
He's not. We've seen him down. We've seen him hurt over time. We've seen him down. And we've seen him stop to the first round previously. Yeah. So look, I think it's just an accumulation of too many punches. I'm sure he's the same in sparring too. He's renowned for his sparring.
It's renowned that he has severe. Again, it's just, the fight style has killed him because not just him in the ring in professional fights, but in sparring, it's very well known that Babic, it's doghouse mentality, and they go. Him and Dylan White apparently spar these crazy rounds, and it's like that, just how it is in fight. And to be honest, Flowz, we've earmarked Dylan White as someone that we think might be fading as well, chin-wise and all that kind of stuff. This could all be a result of that, Flowz, in the way they train, which is apparently hardcore, 16 rounds, heavy sparring, just banging each other in the face. Brother, what do you expect?
Yep. We've seen him go to wars.
Yeah.
it's super entertaining fights because there's no defense involved with him. But yeah, look, I didn't expect the first round because I think I said Johnny Fisher shows more patience.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
but I think maybe he wanted to just nip him Babic in the bud because Babic look, Babic is a target that you can hit, so why not hit him? It's the truth of the matter. So you got him out of there, and look, we said how far can Babic go, and I don't think
I remember. I remember that episode. How far can this style take him?
He can't go any further. I think if he ran back a few of the old fights he had, he'd lose.
Yeah,
and this current state of form he's in, the way he's getting touched and dropped.
Yeah, man.
His legs were gone after the knockdown.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, from the first telling punch, his legs look funny to me. I'm looking at his legs and they stiffened. And then Johnny Fisher goes and lands another 5-shot combo. Dropped him. He gets up now. But even when he gets up, he's rocking and rolling. Referee, of course, is going to... Of course, the referee... You're giving the referee the best excuse. When the referee tells you to stand straight and you're wobbling this way, why wouldn't he stop it, man? So, yeah, man, it's peak. It's peak. Hey, man, he gave us plenty of years of entertainment, though. I give him that, Flowz. We were thoroughly entertained by Babic. We loved seeing it. But we did say this style is he's going to have to... Because remember, Flowz, he used to say that he claimed that he could box.
Yeah.
To this day, we haven't seen it, you know? Till this day, we never saw it.
He's never shown it. But I think he also said that he has no interest in showing it. This is the style he's going to keep doing.
Yeah. And we said that, it's only going to take him so far. We're enjoying the ride while it lasts, but it's not going to take him to anything further. And we've seen the result of that, Flowz. To be honest, this is his 13th fight. A bit early to call it quits, but when you can't take heavy shots anymore as a heavyweight, Flowz, even as a bridgerweight, we saw he couldn't take heavy shots.
Yeah.
So what's there for him? He might have called it a day.
Yeah, we call for him to move down because he's a small heavyweight. Bridgerweight might be more his speeds, and
he got cooked there.
Stop there. I look, people might say because he was very active, but previously, and he's been inactive in the last few years, like one fight a year, whereas before he was fighting 5 times a year. But that 5 times a year, those wars might have been, even though they were like 1 or 2 rounds, he wasn't going the distance really, but he was connecting punches in those rounds.
I was going to say, thank you. I was going to say, that's irrelevant, Flowz, because even in those 5 times a year fights, we were seeing him still ship heavy shots.
Yeah.
And getting hurt. So, yeah, man. The style is bit him in the ass. Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, very insane for us. The price you pay, right, Flowz? You entertain the fans. But look, because this actually is a funny segue into who we're going to talk about next, Flowz, in terms of style and entertaining fans and the price that you pay. Shakur Stevenson, Flowz.
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson, who fought Harutyunyan, who was he's defending his first defense of his WBC title.
Yeah.
Cool. Flowz, Shakur has pitched a shutout win. As we expected. It was a masterclass to me, Flowz. I didn't watch the fight live, but I've caught obviously, the usual Flowz. I said this every week. If I don't watch the fight live, I try and gauge the reaction on the timeline. As expected, when I found out it was a UD, I didn't even need to see anything else. I knew what was going to happen. When I saw that he won by UD, I said, "Oh, let me guess, they're killing him."
Yep.
Lo and behold, Flowz, they're absolutely. In fact,
they're still killing him.
In fact, this is more. I think this is almost as bad as the last one. The way they're going on at him. So they're killing him, and obviously, I'm just thinking, "Gosh, here we go again." Let me guess, the same old story. He completely. I'm looking at the scorecards, Flowz. Wide. I said, yeah, he's obviously killed this guy. But the issue is, how did he do it? Was it a case of De Los Santos where they accused him of being on his bike for the whole fight? Or did he just outbox this guy thoroughly and just wasn't able to get him out of there? To me, Flowz, it was the latter. I actually think Shakur tried to get this guy out of there. And he looked for the big shots and because he landed some big shots. But this Harutyunyan guy was a bit stubborn. But we also can't forget, Flowz, that Shakur, to me, isn't that powerful. So he doesn't have the power of a tank. And then we mentioned this, how Tank has now set an unfair sort of precedence for the rest of these guys because he stops guys every single fight. People are looking for the explosive knockout and they will compare these fighters to Tank. And let's keep it a buck, bro. The Devin Haney's and the Shakur Stevensons and so on are just not explosive like Tank. They're not going to do what Tank does. They're not. They can't do that, in fact. So I'm not going to kill Shakur Flowz for his performance. I'm not. I'm actually shooting some bell Flowz because I could see that he was trying to get this guy out of there. I could see he was coming forward and stepping to him and trying to land the big shots, and it just wasn't coming. I'm seeing him land flush combinations on this guy, but I'm thinking, woo, nice work. This guy's really being moved. I think to myself, damn, this guy's pillow fisted. Hate to see it. Flowz, hate to see it. It is what it is. He doesn't have the power like Tank, but at least he wasn't on his bike throughout. Look, Shakur's always going to be hard to hit. But the reason I'm shooting him bell Flowz is because I'm seeing actually him sit in the pocket with this guy, in front of this guy. He was sitting in there in front of the guy, center ring with this guy, in the pocket, not moving, and trading shots. Obviously,
he was walking him down
with the punches. Huh?
He was walking him down in the later rounds.
He actually tried. He tried to get this guy out there. It's just that, unfortunately, he's a victim of his athletic makeup or whatever it is. He doesn't have that same power Tank does. Doesn't have that same explosiveness, and it is what it is. Apparently, the fans were booing Flowz. There was light boos. That Harutyunyan towards the end, you know, when he was walking him down Flowz, this guy started getting on his bike.
Yeah,
and he started. And I think a criticism for me, obviously, I think he even said it himself, he could have cut the ring off better. That's one thing he needs to learn from Tank, how to shut the ring off. Because we saw how active Tank was against Mountain when it came to shutting the ring off. Shakur could have done that better, but he's learning to do that. But in general, Flowz, it wasn't a negative performance from Shakur at all, in my opinion. He just is not blessed with the same tools that Tank has to knock these guys out. And I think people need to be a bit more lenient with him. But unfortunately, I know how it works, Flowz. I know what casual fans are like. They're hitting knockouts. And at the bottom line is, Flowz, we've highlighted it before. Shakur has been slapped with the boring tag. And we know how hard that tag is to shake off. So every Shakur fight now, where he doesn't drop his opponent and he doesn't knock him out, they're going to say, yeah, man, if I need to sleep, I just watch Shakur Stevenson fight. Oh, I struggled to put my kids to sleep. I made them watch Shakur fight, and they doze right off. He's going to get that treatment every single time now, which is a shame. But yeah, rant over, Flowz, you can go. Because I know you're itching.
I think I called on a statement to be made by Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I actually did watch the Frank Martin fight versus this guy previously. I remember it now.
Yeah, I remember because I think we spoke about it. Yeah,
we did. I don't know why.
He went back. He's not bad.
Yeah, he's not bad. So look. Last episode we talked about Teofimo's performance, and I killed him to a degree. Even though he was a shout-out win, I killed him for not getting out. What's the guy's name? Claggett? Was it Claggett?
Steve Claggett. 7 losses.
Steve Claggett, yeah. Claggett. This Artem guy that Shakur fought is better than Claggett.
Way better.
But I'm still gonna have to.
Okay, yeah, you're being consistent. Fair enough.
I'm still gonna hand it to Shakur. And you know what? I wasn't going to, but the reason why I am is because of the way he was moving in his corner. He was moving like an idiot. If he wasn't listening in his corner at all, he was being rude. It's his grandpops he trains it.
Granddad,
disrespectful, not listening, arguing.
He weren't at all. Yeah.
He weren't paying attention. He just weren't respecting his corner. His corner was giving him sound advice. But he's too busy focusing on drinking water. He's standing up before his corner's even finished, arguing, saying, I told you, I'm going to stop him. For the 6th round, he said he's going to stop him. And he failed to do so.
He's too eager to stop because He
was too eager to put on a show. For the 6th round, he said, I'm going to get him out of there. He's done. And he said, oh yeah, he's running. He's too distracted. And you know me, when I see fighters not focused and being distracted, I have to crash at him. And look, while it was a sharp performance, while Shakur Stevenson is amazing at what he does, man. But all that moving funny in your corner, not listening, not paying attention, doing what you want to do. Maybe if you followed the advice properly, you could have got him out of there.
Do you think so?
I think the body work he was doing was. It looks like towards
the end it was hurting him. Yeah,
it was hurting him. credit to Artem because he wasn't folded. While he was moving, he was still swinging, he was still surviving. He didn't come to roll over. So I give him credit for that. But look, Shakur he had a Twitter set on his back of his shorts because people call him Shakur's Twitter set.
Twitter set now, yeah.
And look, he's been doing a lot of talking on Twitter and whatnot. He's talking now, defending himself. You've got to start putting on performances. Not even performances. You've got to start getting the casuals to buy into you.
But Flowz, you know how he does that though. You know how it's gonna come. Knockouts.
But, yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Look, Flowz, that's the be-all and end-all knockouts because they're gonna compare him to Tank.
Yeah, so you start knocking these men out.
But my point to you, Flowz, is it's all well and good in saying it. Yes, I hear that. But what if he's just not blessed with the power to do that?
Look, sometimes you don't need power. Sometimes you just got to step on the gas, like at least get knocked down, and the ref will jump in and save them. If you like start pinning them back and dealing them, because look, these performances are all well and good. People rate it and rave about it when you're fighting people. The casuals know. If he does that to a Lomachenko, they'll be raving about it. If he does that to Tank, they'll be raving about it.
Yeah.
And look, he's got the ability to do that to nearly every fighter, pretty much.
Yes.
But when you're doing it against people someone don't really know, you've got to be stopping them or beating them down.
Yeah.
You have to start risking it. Take a few more shots because he's so good defensively. Look, now we can point to Devin and say, look what he done happened to Devin when he tried it. But man, they're gonna keep killing you if you don't start getting these fighters out of there. And if you're gonna act like that in the corner, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get onto you too.
Look, corner thing aside, Flowz, which again I understand he's been eager to show the world that he can make a statement and whatnot, and that's always gonna live in his head. Especially when obviously he hears every single time Tank. Him and Tank have had their own verbal. He's called to fight Tank, all that kind of stuff. So he's going to try and do his own thing in that sense, especially with Devin Haney as well, all that kind of stuff. So I get that. But yeah, again, I did notice the distraction within the corner. But yeah, because he was just over eager to try and put on a statement. But he's almost, what's his term word? Damned if you will, damned if you don't know whether it's called Flowz, because as you just mentioned now, he can then decide to do a Devin Haney and whatnot and be reckless. And then he gets caught and gets dropped. And then that's even more disastrous. So they're going to kill him either way. What I didn't want to see from him was a repeat of the De Los Santos performance where he was, by his own standards, he was negative. He won that fight, cool. I know he hurt his hand or whatnot, and De Los Santos was actually good, to be fair, very, very good.
Oh.
But it was a negative performance from him. I can kill a man properly if I'm saying, look, you're clearly better than this guy. Why the hell are you being negative? Press him. And he didn't do that. At least with this fight, Flowz, he was the aggressor in a lot of portions. Yes, like I said, he was a typical defensive genius self. It's very hard to hit. He's one of those guys like Bivol that will stand in front of you and you still can't hit him for some reason. But he was there really pressing this guy, forcing the pace, beating him up on the inside, beating him up on the outside, doing the typical Shakur things, which we know he can do. I can't fault a man for that. Trying.
Yeah.
And landing Flowz, clean, flush, hard-looking shots that just weren't moving body. Apart from the body work, which look, the body work was what I think was starting to hurt him.
Yeah.
The face shots not so much, but the body shots were really starting to tell its toll. Maybe if he pressed to the body a bit more, he could have really got this guy out there. Who knows? But yeah, man, he made an effort to try and get this guy out there, man. And he made an effort to be the aggressor and try and be exciting. And I can't fault that too tough because that just tells me that fair enough. This now speaks to a lack of power, something which you just don't have. You either have it or you don't, bro. And that speaks to that. We saw Devin Haney throw the kitchen sink at certain man prior to the Regis fight, Flowz, where he's there, Linares, where he's there questioning, how's my power, this, that. So, some people have it, some people don't, bro. It's sad because the casuals will only see knockouts. And he's not a knockout artist. That's it. That's how it is. He's not a knockout artist clearly.
He's not. Look,
it's an unfair comparison now to say every time they expect a Shakur knockout or drop it, something drop it, because he's clearly not that. I'm trying to think of all his stoppages, Flowz. I think he's got 10 and 21. I'm pretty sure most, like, I don't think any of them are like, the guys are out clean cold.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's not even waved down for how come in.
none of them are that. None of them are the clean drop. Like,
Yeah.
it's maybe accumulation, or he's got the guy hurt or whatever, and the referee jumps in, or they throw the towel in. He's never, has he stunned someone? No. he just ain't got it. And that's not a slight to him, bro. It's just how he is.
Yeah, it's beatdowns we need to see from him. That's all it is. If you beat someone down and get them out of there, then that's fair enough.
Was Harutyunyan not a beatdown to you?
No, he came out there fresh face. He survived.
As in Harutyunyan.
Yeah, he survived. His face wasn't too mash up. He didn't seem like ref. Stop this stuff, because he was still friendly. He was still friendly there. He was still trying to survive.
He weren't really landing. He was successful.
Yeah, he was fading. He was definitely fading, but it was a dominant, clean, easy win for Shakur. I'll give him credit in the sense that Floyd Mayweather has been doing this for years, and everyone was waiting for him to lose, so he can ride off that same kind of thing that people waiting for him to lose.
If I compare the Teofimo fight, what happened last week? Because Teofimo was quick to jump on, hook him and say, boring as hell, blah, blah. Because Shakur is now a free agent, apparently. I think that's his last fight with Top Rank, apparently.
Yeah.
Or he's refused to sign a new deal. So if the Teofimo was killing him, saying, well, why would they offer him money, but he doesn't put bums on seats, all that kind of stuff. He was cooking Harutyunyan for having 7, I think, stoppages on his resume or whatever. But you just thought a guy had 7 losses. And he closed both your eyes, basically.
Yep.
So he didn't come out looking like Teofimo also won comfortably. Well, I say comfortably, but he's got 2 boo-boos on his eye. Like, both of his eyes almost shut.
Teofimo deserves more cooking.
Shakur, thank you. Shakur, at least Shakur didn't look like that.
Yeah.
Shakur looked like he hadn't been touched at all, to be fair. Teofimo has beat his guy, cool, fair and square, calmly. But he's come out looking like that. Like, come on, man. What are we doing?
Less opposition as well.
7 losses, Steve Claggett. Come on, man.
Yeah, Claggett. I've never heard of him, never seen him.
At least we know who Harutyunyan is.
Deserves too much. Yeah, and he's good. He's good. He's no bum. But yeah, look, the most important thing is that he got the win and he was convincing in doing so. The only issue is that, people won't be clamoring for him, but that's fine. Just keep going on about your business. I don't know where he's going from now. I don't know, because all the champions are on Top Rank.
Yeah.
and then there's Tank. So I don't really know what his next move is, but I think he's going to have the same problems, people avoiding him and
being hard to promote because of the fact that he's doesn't necessarily fill out arenas, right? Thing is, it's sad because that type of fighter like Shakur, he needs a Tank so badly because that's where he can really show off how good he is. And I think fight to the best of his ability against someone like that, right, Flowz? But the way the game works, Flowz, he's not going to get a Tank unless he's there bringing something to the table. And with Team Tank, it's usually bums on seats. So, yeah, man, it's a tough one. Maybe Lomachenko, but we see a lot of Tank versus Lomachenko potentially, so we don't know. But something like that maybe will get the casuals active again because, I believe, if he performed like that against Lomachenko like he did yesterday, Flowz, people are lauding that performance, saying it's one of the greatest ever. Mm-hmm. So, he needs a big name, really, to really show off and get, I think, people on board because up until then, Flowz, it's going to be, he doesn't stop guys, he's boring. This, that. They didn't necessarily respect Devin until he fought Lomachenko. And even though that was debatable, because it was such a good fight and the close quarters scrap, that boosted Devin crazy amounts. He's then going to do that to Regis. So that's what Shakur needs. He needs one of those big names, a huge name. And to be honest, it can only be at 135 Flowz, it can only be Lomachenko or Tank. No one else.
Yep.
So
just needs the big name. Do that against the big names, and you'll get raved about.
Yeah.
Just got to start fighting. I don't know how he's going to go about it, but pit him in with the big names, and then people just change their tune.
Yeah. Undercard Flowz. Let's quickly talk about some fighters on the undercard. Worth mentioning. The robbery of a year Flowz award at the end of the year might have already been handed. Might be done already. Because this Shakur Foster versus Robson Constance result Flowz is, I'm still seeing people still complaining about it today. Flowz, and we're 2 days after. 2 days recording this. 2 days after Saturday, right? Yeah, man. It looks as if it's not looks as if they've done Shakur Foster dirty here, Flowz. The whole really couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. The way Tim Bradley's commentary, the way he couldn't believe it, Flowz. Were you able to catch the fight, Flowz?
Yeah, I watched it. I'll give my views on it.
What do you think in terms of, like, do you feel like the robbery tag is well placed? They're talking as if like Constance did nothing, Flowz, and I disagree with that. Constance did do stuff. He didn't do nothing.
Yep.
Constance landed and did his things. I just don't think he did enough to win the fight for me.
Yeah. So,
but yeah,
you sent me the clip of
what
the scorecards being announced.
Yeah,
and Tim Bradley lost his mind at the scorecards. It was a split decision in favor
of
way. What are we doing, man?
What are we doing? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
He claims that Congressar didn't touch him,
yep.
But Shakur Foster. So now I'm getting to the fight. I'm watching the fight thinking, I'm about to see one of the craziest robberies of all time.
Yep.
And I'll be real, I didn't see that.
Yep.
I didn't see that. Granted, Shakur Foster won.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can see why the judges might have scored it close. I can see why the judges did score it close.
He did do stuff. Look, the way they were talking, Flowz,
bro,
they said he won every round. 11-1, 12-0.
I'll go for round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The key thing here is that they said that they claimed that Robson Constance did not touch Shakur Foster. I'm 3 rounds in now. I've seen this man get touched. So I'm thinking, what are you not saying?
Some big shots too.
Big shots.
Not many, but some big shots. I'm thinking like the first round, Congressar come out with a jab, boom, throw in the jab, big shot. I'm like, that's really, and then Shakur Foster responds. So I'm saying, okay, this is a round that's already close to me here.
Yeah.
I look. I don't want to go into the story of the fight, but Congressar was busier. He was busier. Now, a lot of his shots were on the arms, gloves, blocked. But Shakur Foster at the same time, while he's boxing and moving, isn't throwing enough. Let's say he's landing 5 shots. Congressar's landing 3, 4 shots.
Yeah.
So I guess by those numbers, you might give the round to Shakur Foster.
Yeah,
Congressar's wearing about
double his output.
20,
yeah. So Shakur landed pretty much double, way more accurate, but he threw less, and obviously he wasn't as high volume. But his accuracy was really, really good. Whereas Constance was throwing a lot, and as you said, it wasn't really landing all the time. But some were sneaking in, some were getting through, and it seemed to me that Flowz that Shakur Foster kind of got. It was, like I said, it was close in the sense that it was competitive.
Yeah.
I think towards the end now, Shakur Foster then started to pull away from me, right, Flowz, and started to really boss and control things. Constance to me kind of faded towards the end. I think a couple of times now I've seen Constance fade. But it was towards the end, that's when Shakur Foster really, really got going, I think. And like I said, I had him comfortably winning the fight. I won't say take offense, but I just want to challenge the whole he didn't get touched. It was a complete shutout, not competitive whatsoever. It wasn't that. But yes, he was robbed in the sense that he, to me, clearly won that fight. And I was surprised to see it go to SD in Constance's favor. And Constance seemed surprised too. Because the way he was celebrating, bro, he couldn't believe it.
You know what? I seeing his celebrations and then watching the fight, I was happy for him because he really went out there to fight. He was busy. He kept going. He didn't really quit. He faded at some points, and he got rewarded. He got gifted for his output. He got a gift, and he was.
And Flowz, in fact, let's not forget as well, Constant thank you. Constant has also been someone that we've mentioned a lot, we like a lot on this pod. He himself has been the victim of some dodgy results.
The worst one than this.
The Oscar Valdez one, we you could not believe it. We said, what? In fact,
that was worse than this.
Flowz, that was a double robbery, because don't forget,
exactly.
Valdez was on them peds. Them peds were found in the system. And he lost the fight. And they still, crazy. So you might say this might be just from, coming back in favor for him, but I feel for Shakur Foster because his post-fight Flowz, he was distraught. Obviously, like I said, this is livelihoods. He couldn't believe it. He was absolutely distraught. He said, he calmly felt he did enough. So I feel for him. So hopefully they'll run it back, Flowz, because I like Shakur Foster, Flowz, good fighter. He did win the fight in my eyes. It's just, boxing is boxing.
Yeah.
But the outrage, bro, the outrage is crazy.
He should have done more. Watching it back, I was like, he could have done more here.
Even so, I would still say he did enough, though, to win.
Yeah, he won. But, I had him winning. But he could have done more. I think he should have done more. He was... Maybe because he felt comfortable. He was a bit too relaxed in there at points. But, he could have stepped on the gas, but I guess that's not... I feel like he could have done more to take away from the judges, because remember, the judges are getting one angle of this, and if someone's throwing punches and maybe because of the angle, then they can't tell whether it lands or not. And someone's being way busier, being the aggressor. That's why the outrage to what I saw, there was a bit of a mismatch, but I could see why. I could see the white man didn't get the decision. It's the truth. So in that sense, it is a robbery.
Yeah, shame. Before we round up with this car, Flowz, two more things to mention. You see them Dula Mason stocks, Flowz? They're going all the way up. My young G, they're going up, bro. Another wonderful performance. Battered his opponent. I think he stopped him inside 3 rounds. Kid's a problem, bro.
That guy wanted out of there. He wanted out of there.
My young buck's a problem, bro. He's a serious problem. Them Dula Mason stocks jump. Look, the stocks are right. You better jump in when it's hot. Jump in while they're low, because they're gonna keep rising quickly as well. They're moving this kid quick as well. For every top rank card, he's there, which is good.
Should get him out again soon.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Flowz. He's 18, 19. He looks sensational. Real talent at 135. And soon he's going to be knocking on these guys' doors. Let's talk about Mr. Keyshawn Davis, Flowz, because his fight was probably the funniest fight of the night. I know he's one of your favorite, in terms of most hilarious boxers. I know you've got him on your list. He's funny, his fight was jokes, Flowz. I think it was around 6 and 7. He pieced this guy up. He was
cooking
him. Flavored him.
Cooking.
And again, fair play to the guy, stubborn. Madueno, I think his name was, because I don't know how he survived. Because the shots that Keyshawn, I'm checking. Hey, I got my eye on Keyshawn's power too, by the way, because I don't get how you land flush like that, and this guy isn't even.
It looks like he was hurting guys at some points as well. So I don't know how he didn't get out of it.
Yeah. Anyways, we have one round now, Flowz. I think end of 6th round now, where Keyshawn's throat, the bells rung, and I don't know if Keyshawn I don't know if I feel like he might have landed the cheek one after the bell or not. But anyways, regardless,
he did.
Yeah. So the Madueno guys now squared up to Keyshawn. Keyshawn squared it back to him. Keyshawn's mouthing off. I don't even know what he's saying. But then we see this Madueno guy. They're trying to throw a punch at Keyshawn, but the referee's in the way trying to break them up. So the referee's the punch has hit the referee, and you see the referee sort of stagger away. And I'm there thinking, either the referee didn't even clock what happened, or he's just allowing it, because really and truly, for him hitting the ref, whether it's accidental or unaccidental, Flowz, this guy really should have been reprimanded, potentially even DQ'd. But he got away with it somehow. We then get to the 7th round now, Flowz.
Wait, you cook what the ref said? Did you cook what?
No, what did the ref say? I must have missed that.
So, obviously, I think Shakur pushed his head and he went to hit.
Keyshawn.
Yeah, Keyshawn pushed his head and he went to hit, and he's hit the ref, and the ref's kind of got out the picture.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, the coach has brought this brother back to his corner, and the ref goes, "Who the hell hit me?" The ref didn't have a clue who hit me.
Fair.
He didn't know if it was one of the Campbell. I don't
Yeah.
no one. So I don't know if the referee was stunned by the shot or what.
Bro, but the way he stumbled out of the picture, Flowz, he was definitely stunned.
It was only that man in the wing, and he didn't have a clue who hit him. He thought maybe
That's
someone
so
hit him.
funny. That's so funny. That's so funny.
So you got away with one, man.
Massively got away with one. But next round now, Flowz, 7th round, straight afterwards. Obviously, there was still his head was still hot because he and Keyshawn have tied up now, and then he starts to lift Keyshawn up, trying to put him in the FU position. Yeah, hilarious fight. Only Keyshawn can win this kind of fight, bro. I swear.
Shakur has him by the head and trust. I thought it was going to DDT.
Only Keyshawn, bro. Oh. But then, for the rest of the fight, Keyshawn's piecing this guy up, bro. Absolutely killing him. Yeah. Good to see Keyshawn Davis back, man. He's a character. We know he's a character. I feel like I know his antics before the fight flows, the way the square up at the weigh-in was killing you as well.
Funny, man.
Yeah, man. As you said before, Flo, he's not right in the head. He's not right in the head.
Some people do, but he's funny. He's entertainment. Yeah. I know he was drawing off for that fight.
Mm-hmm.
He's called out everyone.
Everybody speaks English. Yeah.
He's called out everyone. And look, he's someone.
Yeah, now he's calling out Tank.
Yeah, he's been calling out Tank.
That's I can't wait to stop. I want to stop. I want to knock his little ass out.
He's been calling out Tank. Says, yeah, he's really. He acted like Tank knows him personally or something.
Yeah.
I know what run-ins they've had, but yeah, he's on it with everyone.
Yeah.
He's not ducking no one. So
sure,
it's back time, man. I mean,
yeah.
I'm ready for it. If you're ready and you say you're ready, there's plenty of names there.
Would you take him in Tank now?
No.
I'm about to say way too soon for him.
No.
Even we say it was too soon for Frank, and Frank is a couple years fights ahead of Keyshawn.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, he's ranked highly now. He should be ranked a bit higher. So
would you take him and Frank?
Yeah. Him, Frank. Who's the Cuban brother who pieced him up?
Andy, no, come on, man. He's had that.
Andy Cruz is ready. It doesn't matter. Andy Cruz is ready. They can run that whenever. But yeah, they're all ready to go, man.
Yeah.
Let's get this boat cracking for real.
Would you take him and Dula?
Oh, no, not Dula. Let Dula cook a bit longer.
Dula's had the same amount of fights, you know. He might have had more.
Then Keyshawn.
I think so. Because don't forget, Keyshawn also took that year off. I mean, he was out for a bit.
Oh yeah, he was out for a bit, and Dula's had how many fights this year already?
Dula's been active, bro.
He's had a few fights this year already, hasn't he?
I'm checking him now. How many fights he's had? Yeah, Dula's had 14 fights.
He's 18, right?
Oh no, 20 now. 20.
Okay, yeah. Dula can wait.
Keyshawn's had 12. He's had more fights than Keyshawn. Keyshawn's had 12 fights.
Yeah.
Abdullah's been active, bro.
Well, I guess we've known about Keyshawn for some time.
Yes, a lot longer, but Dullah's kind of just come out, well, from last year, really, but...
Yeah. How many fights has Dullah had this year, then?
Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 fights already.
4 fights already.
Yeah, see.
Bro, he's flying. He's flying through.
Right. Yeah, fair.
In fact,
look.
Wait, no, sorry. 3 fights. He's already got the 4th lined up already.
Perfect.
He's gonna be out again in. It looks like he's out again in August 17th.
Perfect. Look,
yeah. He's
will be in the mix next year. Even
100. The rate he's going, end of the year. The rate he's going, end of the year.
He'll be in the mix.
Crazy,
long, man.
Crazy. Yeah. Keyshawn, man, just keep doing what you're doing. Flowz, let's quickly touch upon. I say quickly touch upon. We're talking about our favorite fighter, to be honest, or one of our favorite fighters. It's Boots' debut on Matchroom, Flowz. So it's Boots Fight Week. You know how we feel about Boots listeners. It's our guy defending I think his first defense of his one of his belts. Well, no, I think the belt he's got.
You see,
IBF he's got. Is it his
what
first defense?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Since he
became email champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now Flowz, obviously before now he was meant to fight is it Crowley? Something is it Crowley. Cody Crowley, I believe. Cody Crowley. Canadian guy who I've seen before, but I have unfortunately though, Crowley had to pull out due to he had an eye issue. So, Flowz, the replacement for Boots was announced a couple of weeks ago. And I was happy because it was someone we know very, very well, Flowz. So that we've seen up close and personal many, many times. David Avanesyan, Flowz. One of your favorite, ex-favorite fighters. You was a big fan of Ava from back in the day.
I say that.
But yeah, man.
I just know fighters level. I know who he beat and I knew who he lost to.
Now, we haven't seen Avanesyan Flowz since he got corked by Crawford 2 years ago.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think this is his first fight since Crawford cooked him. I'm pretty sure. But when I say I was pleasantly surprised and happy, because again, it's someone that we know super, super well, Flowz. And we know how we've seen these guys close and personal, Flowz. We know their strengths and we know what they can do. And I know that someone like Avanesyan, his fighting style would be a good mesh, in my opinion, for someone like Boots. If it's the Avanesyan of old, we know he's someone that is a pressure fighter, puts a lot of pressure on you, comes forward, cuts off the ring, all that kind of stuff, and tries to throw it in up close and personal. Now, someone like Boots to me, Flowz, just like Crawford, it's tailor-made, in my opinion, for Avanesyan to try and walk Boots down and get caught with something mean. Just like Crawford did to him, I expect Boots to do the same thing, Flowz. And I'm not going to call Avanesyan a scrub. He's not a scrub. As you said, Flowz, we know fighters levels, and we know, we knew that we knew he'll be killing Josh Kelly. We knew that, but someone like Crawford or whatever would be a step too far. And I think it's going to be the same with Boots. I think Boots can stop Avanesyan. I think he should be looking to stop him. And it's a homecoming fight for Boots. His matchroom debut, his first defense of his title. He's going to want to put on a show. I hope he doesn't, get over eager, a la Shakur Stevenson. Or in fact, before, there was one fight Boots had in Philly, I think, that he was a bit over eager because he couldn't, he tried to get this guy out of there and he was moving very un-Boots like. I just hope that he isn't. I hope he's calm, Flowz, and composed, because trust me, the knockout will come. Avanesyan will come onto you and he'll walk onto something mean. So my advice to Boots is just be patient. Just be patient. It will come. Listen to your corner. Listen to Pops. And yeah, man. Perform like we know what you can perform. And go and make that statement, man. And I'm full confidence Boots is going to do that, man. He should be cooking David Avanesyan. No offense,
yeah. Look, Avanesyan is one where I remember this clearly. The Josh Kelly fight came up, and a lot of boxing heads were like, "This is actually a tough fight for Josh Kelly." A lot of British boxing fans were backing Josh Kelly heavy.
Yep.
You, me, a few other people we spoke to, all expected Avanesyan to give him hell.
Yep.
And look what happened. He beats Josh Kelly. Then all of a sudden, people's tunes changed about Avanesyan. Almost in a similar way to Kambosos. They said, "Oh yeah, this guy's a real demon." That why doesn't Conor Ben fight him? He beats Ben. He does this to Ben. That look, while Ben isn't even a guy who I truly root for. I was like, okay, maybe him and Ben's a good fight. But then they started putting him up with people like Ugas, with the champions, and giving them problems. I was like, this is Avanesyan we're talking about, man. You can relax. He's good, but he's not one of the big boys. And then I think the Americans were a bit different to Avanesyan. They didn't really know him. So Crawford got him one out the way and they cooked him and people ran from Avanesyan. I think Boots is going to do him the same way Crawford done him. Maybe even dirtier.
I after the Crawford fights, the way Americans were killing Avanesyan.
They said they never heard of him.
They destroyed him.
How easy fighting? They were killing Crawford for beating Avanesyan.
Yeah, I remember the way they slaughtered him. Oh, that was too funny.
They were killing him for beating Avanesyan. They were saying, "Who the hell?" They were calling him something. They weren't even saying his name properly.
They weren't saying his name. They were
They were calling him something else. I can't remember what they were calling him, but they weren't calling him Avanesyan. Yeah, they were violating. Look, he's been on the couch or whatever doing what Boots is gonna deal with him, man. Look, I might even call for Boots to do it in more impressive fashion. When did Crawford stop him? Crawford stopped him like middle
six.
Yeah. Oh, look, if it's Avanesyan evolved, because he's good. He's no scrub, but
2 years out though, Flowz. He's on the couch. I think Boots can do it in 4. I think he should 4.
He should send him into retirement, man. Get him out of there. Because people were hyping Avanesyan of beating Kelly, then fighting no one. Remember who signed him? Frank Warren signed him.
Queensbury. Yeah.
And they were making him fight anyone.
He beat that Oscari Mets guy in 1 round, but that guy was washed. He beat one other guy as well. He went on a little run where he was beating up food.
Yeah. And
Frank was gassed saying, he's avoided, he gives the champions hell. This, that. I remember. I think Avanesyan he's good. Like I said, I think he's good. He has his strengths. I think if you're unprepared, he's a hard night's work for you if you're very unprepared. So even the Conor Benn, I was saying he probably does give Conor Benn hell.
Yeah.
Because levels, right? But levels. Crawford cooked him as we knew he would. Boots is going to cook him. I'm so I've got no confidence. As you know, this is Boots' matchroom debut in Pennsylvania, in Philly. Yeah, man, Boots has got to do the business, man. Get him out of there, put on the show, make that statement, and happy days. No shame, no shade to Avanesyan. Like I said, I like him, but I'll go rock with Boots, man. That's my guy from day one. On the undercard, Sky Nicholson, only person worth mentioning, Sky Nicholson. She's defending her title against Diana Vargas. That's about it, really. It's not really the strongest card. But yeah. Also worth mentioning as well, Flowz, that on ESPN, Top Rank, I guess, Jenny Beck is fighting. We've said how the middleweight division is nasty. He's probably the best out of middleweights. He's got 2 of the belts. He's fighting some guy called Andrei Mikhailovich. Jenny Beck is fighting. But Tevin Farmer's also on the undercard, Flowz. Tevin Farmer came back. You're laughing. I don't even know. He took a 3-year gap, Flowz. 3-year break. But he's come back, and I think he's won like 3 fights against obviously Food. But he's trying to get a title shot again. So he's fighting Muratala. We like Tevin Farmer, but yeah, it's probably too little, too late for him now.
Reminds me, what's it called? Danny Jacobs fought, didn't he? We didn't mention it.
Yes, Danny Jacobs did fight. Yeah, I know he lost, didn't he?
Yeah, to Sugar Shane Mosley
Jr. Yeah. Yikes.
I didn't watch it, but I saw it last week that he's fighting. I was like, right, I didn't see Danny Jacobs in a minute, but yeah.
Danny Jacobs he's been finished, man. He's been cooked. He's been finished. It's a shame, but just after the loss to John Ryder, yeah. And
after that, did he?
Danny Jacobs has struggled for a long time, bro. Because even against Gabe Rosado, he struggled.
Yeah,
in fact, people were saying that he lost that fight.
Yeah,
he did beat
John Ryder though. He did beat John Ryder.
Yeah, he did. But he hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't looked good for a while, and I think it's time for Danny Jacobs to call it. He had a great career, good round 1, the best middleweights in his prime. But yes, call it a day now, man. It is what it is. Flowz, I think we can leave it there. This has been episode 203 of the SZN Podcast. Once again, I'm your boy Cam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as always, guys, you know where to find us. Peace.
I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.